All right, we're doing zodiac sign readings, and this is Cancer for the next 2 months, January and February of 2024. We're going to cover love. If you want to see the career and general, you're going to go to my TikTok. There's going to be a folder that says zodiac sign readings, and within there you can find your sign. If I remember, I'll put a link below. But yeah, you can find the link in my bio to go over there. Okay, now let's do love. Let's get into love for Cancers. Can I see love for the Cancer Collective? Yeah. Can I see love? Yes. Can I see love for Cancer? Okay, not to do more. I actually think I did a variation for you guys for love, but whatever, here we are. So for you guys, there's a bit, and if you came from the general and career portion and you're entering the love portion, then you know what I'm talking about. If not, I would go to my TikTok and find the folder and then go watch that video, and this will make more sense. But that perspective shift, that change of separating the wheat from the chaff, taking the parts that are good and useful and then integrating them and then using that to go forward and sitting in that discomfort. It's like you've got to get comfortable with feeling the discomfort to be able to process your emotions so that you don't become a martyr, so that you don't overgive, so you don't end up in a position. But it's like you have to change these patterns and rituals, and yeah, pattern came out twice, and not having such harsh judgment, right? Because you're judging the thing against what you want it to be, but that is fair if you're clear about what it is that you want. And then you can offer that warmth in a way that's not damaging to you. And your abundance in love will come from this new balance with this, with these boundaries, with using the wisdom of separating the wheat from the chaff and taking the good parts and working on the parts that weren't so good. Then you can break that pattern, that cycle. And then idealism won't feel, you know, as painful. Okay, love for the relationship people. Sorry, wait, they're not done. For some of you, there's elements of the past that you need to let go of. There's lessons that you haven't fully learned around that. Either you have to do the work to learn them or let go of them as a marker for pain, if that makes sense. Yeah, they're just doubling down what I said. You have to decide to let yourself receive, and that you're going to align with and do the work to have the type of love that you want to have. Okay, now for the Cancerians who are in relationships. Okay, there's such themes here. So again, being logical, more logical and less emotionally passionate. But the funny thing is with Cancer is like sometimes it's like, well, not always, but yeah, okay. Keep going. Shifting a perspective around growth, around what growth is, what it looks like, how you're doing it, or if you're doing it. And the sooner you do that, the less delays you'll have emotionally. Oh, so this is in a partnership as well. So again, well, you can't force someone else in your relationship to grow, but if you want to grow, then you have to like make that known to the person you're with, or you leave, right? Like you either work on it or you leave. It's not fair to keep punishing someone or be upset with someone or create disharmony when neither of you are doing the work to move something forward. Okay, so again, remember I said that strings attached thing? Like, for some of you, giving is like a way you receive worth, and you got to break that link because your worth has to be separate. And if you're giving, it's because you want to give and no other reason. Not giving for a selfish reason. Yeah, this isn't someone in a relationship, a committed relationship. That needs to be healed, that aspect. And then the mental anxiety that's created because of these lack of boundaries or whatever, it creates more chaos when you're really looking for emotional fulfillment. And to show your emotions and give your emotions, but there's a need to reconsider how you're going about doing that. If you're in a happy relationship, sorry, Spirit is prioritizing the Cancers who need this guidance. So you could just skip ahead or end here if you'd like. But there's a need for you to sort of take responsibility and pick yourself up. For those of you who are having issues and who are not in this, like, you're not experiencing this full joy that you're looking for. It's like, okay, so you have financial success, but you don't have emotional success. So in your relationship, whoever you are, and it's like you have that clarity, I suppose, but this is Cancer, but you're in the upside down. It's like you're not ready to deal with that stuff. So if you're not ready, then it can't happen. It can't change. So there's some self-acceptance and some self-review that needs to happen, but doing it in a way where you're not victimizing yourself or blaming another, or blaming yourself or victimizing another, like doing it in a balanced way. Again, that just keeps coming out as balance for you guys. Yeah, and then being collaborative. Take a break and do whatever work you need to do on yourself to come back to be collaborative. Or again, right, either you leave the relationship or you stay and work on it. So that was the Cancer relationship. We're going to do Cancer singles next. 555, that's big changes. Can I get the singles? Can I get singles, please? The single Cancerians. Okay, so we have some intuition to hear. We're not seeing things as clearly as we could be. You gotta let go of anxiety around finding something emotional that can go the distance, that can go the long term. It's available to you, but you've got to shift your perspective. It's totally possible. Why are you bringing this up like that? Their perspective. So either there is delays, double delays. So like, it's like either you're having delays in like feeling passion or feeling emotionally fulfilled, but you can have these things, but it requires that, again, that growth. And it looks like you might be delaying shifting that perspective, which is where they're saying your intuition's a little bit blocked. Can I get more? Again, balance. Balance has been a theme for Cancers. Your success hinges on your ability to find this balance, this middle ground, to free yourself from, right, not seeing things clearly. For some of you, there's things that happened to you in the past, and I can see why you might have that understanding, but you have to challenge yourself to try a new adventure and believe that something is possible. But it looks like you don't necessarily want to pick yourself up yet. Some of you are worried about being impulsive and making the wrong decision as well. Decision. You're worried if things have actually changed, if you put your guard down, if the past will happen to you again. But if you're working on yourself and you're investing in more, then you're aligning with more, and you know now more than you did then, and you can change it. You can close out that cycle. So don't worry about that, but you've got to let yourself receive, but you've got to believe you can receive before you actually can receive. Let it be in divine timing. The idea that it hasn't happened yet or it's not soon enough, that's not going to help you. Just find joy right where you are, because you can have this 10 of Cups. It just came out, but it's in a challenge position. So this transformation of mindset and a way of existing and believing you deserve, or knowing you deserve, or thinking that you can have what you deserve is what's holding you up. You don't have to be perfectly healed or perfectly strong to have this relationship. And you can have boundaries as you need to have them, which boundaries is a big thing for the Cancers in the first half on TikTok. So there's a need to release things and challenge yourself to experience and find more joy in your day-to-day existence or the way that you're living. So it's like, I kind of don't want to do it alone, but it's like things didn't go as you planned. Like, accept that that's true, and then allow yourself to experience what could be instead of harping on what isn't, if that makes sense. Yeah, because okay, how do they get in the upright? It's balance. This balance keeps coming out. So you've got to find that balance, and then from that balance you have stability and healing, and you can shift things for yourself. So like, that is the message. You gotta balance out. You gotta do this work. You fall in love quickly, but you can have a true soulmate, a loyal partner. And success, it's available to you, but you've got to open your heart and work on yourself first. Let's see. Oh my gosh, come. Positive thoughts, high vibration. That is your message, to find the joys in life, to find the positivity. And I have one more deck to pull from for you guys. It's safe for you to love, and you will get married someday, so don't worry.